I don't hear anything, Steve. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I know I didn't share the sound.
Okay.
Oh well.
All right. Zach says there's no volume on our end. Uh,
Yeah, well, I forgot to share sound. So oh well. Sorry everybody. I'm not replaying it,
I
so
think that's the best part of the show, eh?
I
You
think
just
so.
ruined the best part of the show.
Maybe it'll just encourage people to go back and watch past episodes. Okay, so uh hey, welcome back. We've been away for a while. Jean's dealing with unruly picketers, and I've been working, busy with work. So, but we're back tonight with something a little different, something a little cool. The Buffalo Sports Radio Station does this every Tuesday with the NFC or the AFC in football because it's the Bills, and they do a reverse power rankings every week, and it's actually they do it fairly quickly and it's kind of funny listening to the discussion between the guys. So I've thought that we could try that with the DCHL, and Jean suggested we do the in conferences because it probably would take too long doing all 32 teams, and it would get a little crazy, I think.
We tend to
So
ramble.
yeah, so here I'm rambling. I'm rambling on my discussion to prove that we would ramble. So but yeah, and it should be interesting and kind of cool. And I'm sure lots of people will disagree with whatever we decide. As I learned in our last episode over the Jacob Trouba hit, and I considered doing one over the whoever White Cloud hitting Matthew Nyes because the Toronto sports media, who were all in support of Jacob Trouba 2 weeks ago, you're not going to believe this. They want to murder Zach Whitecloud. So
Yeah.
there you go.
White Cloud should be banned from hockey for the rest of his life. He's the dirtiest player in the history of the NHL.
And in my opinion, that hit was cleaner than the Trouba one. Like it was basically the same hit, but like the puck was closer to Nyes, and and Nyes really shouldn't have. Like he really stuck himself out there. Like that was. I don't like seeing hits like that though. But anyway, so we're not going to talk about the White Cloud hit, but got lots of views and lots of discussion. But we're not going to go there. Anyway, so Jean, I'll just give you a minute to talk about stuff while I set up the live link on the Facebook, and that's it. Oh, what happened?
What?
I'm not going to believe this, but YouTube just posted an ad on one of our videos.
Did they?
There's an ad on one of our videos. On the current video, I just clicked on it to get the link for it, and they're putting an ad on. Like we should be getting ad revenue now.
Zoom. Or is that what's the
That's
ad?
YouTube. YouTube stuck an ad. Bastards.
So
Give me my share.
I know, eh? Well, we might be getting it. So how many subscribers do we have now? 32?
31 or 32. I haven't checked lately, but
And how many viewers? We were at 1200, eh? Over
oh,
1200?
somewhere we were over 1,100 for sure. I haven't looked lately, but we've got 31 subscribers, 26 videos, and I would have to go in and actually check the data on the other stuff, which I only do when I'm bored and don't want to do work.
Okay.
So okay, I am on the screen here, and we're going to just give a few seconds for people that might just be logging in. But so how your team ended up in the middle tier even like it was like a win-win for you. You're getting more
I
money.
know. It's yeah, I'm telling you, if I make moves to try to win, I'm gonna start losing. Every single time I've made moves because I'm thinking, oh, I'm close enough to make the playoffs. I'm close enough. Our division is open enough that I can make a run. And then I'm like, I go for 0 for 8, you know, two two and 8 and a 10 win in 10 games span. So
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna get going here. So this will be counting down the worst team to the best team, and we haven't really talked about guidelines. We haven't talked about this at all. So Jean and I will be coming at each other aggressively and blankly, like we haven't discussed ahead of time. So I don't know who his number 16 pick is. Um, and he'll throw a name out. We'll discuss it a little bit, and we'll either go with that or not. So, do you want to go first?
well, I didn't put a lot of work into the bottom three.
Yeah,
So
I don't think we need to.
okay. So I've got Edmonton as number 16,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna agree
they're
with that.
rebuilding. They're open about the fact that they're rebuilding. So GM is all in on the rebuild. So
Yeah,
him being at the bottom of the conference is not a surprise.
yeah. Okay, like not much to discuss there. I think for the record, we're both in agreement. Edmonton at number 30, at number 16.
Yep.
You want to go 15?
15, I've got Seattle.
Wow, okay. This won't be very fun if we're actually the same, but actually, we won't be the same after this. I don't.
No, no. Well,
Well,
after 14, I think
yeah,
will be different.
possible.
And again,
Yeah, they're a little bit better than Edmonton, but both of them really have nothing.
looking at the future.
Yeah. Okay, 14.
Anaheim. Do you have
Anaheim
Anaheim also?
Ducks. Sorry?
So Anaheim, I'm disappointed in the Ducks. I thought that they were bad. They were better. So, but
Well, they've got Patrick Laine. They've got Nyquist, who actually sims very well,
yeah,
which is why
still
I have them ahead of Seattle. Or,
still a few years away with the rebuild.
yeah.
So
Okay, 13.
this is if 2 months ago, if you would have asked me who do you have at your 13th place team in the West, I would not have said that team. But the way that team is playing, and it just that's where I have to put them, the Winnipeg Jets.
I agree. They're my 13 as well. Only 43 goals.
Yeah, they can't score. The Gutzel and Kyle Connors have 2 goals each
It's
after 21 games. 2 goals
it's
each.
it's crazy. It I had them as like I think the third best team in the division or second or third best team in the division.
So yeah, I thought they were much better than that. The team is not scoring. So until they start scoring goals, they uh they will not be much like they won't be higher than this. That's where they're going to be.
Okay. Um, I'm just gonna throw a team out for 12 here. And
Okay.
and I know that they're ranked higher, but they're basically it's one player show, and the player isn't even a highly rated player. Uh Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know. Like who do you think should be there?
Well, I have the Blackhawks higher because they have a lot of players that are playing above expectation.
Yeah. Well, Tara
Uh,
Vining's like 25 points or something in 22 games. Like it's better
so,
than a point per game.
but here are the things that I have that I consider when I'm looking at a team, if the team is for real or not. Okay. So I look at um, are they are plus or minus for goals for and against. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, is the save percentage by a goalie above 900? And it shouldn't be like 901. It should be like 98, 908, 910 or higher if you to have a legit contender. They're plus four for goals differential. And um, the specialty teams should be close to like above 100%. If you
yeah.
add
If you add the
your
two together,
yeah, the two of them together, power play and shorthanded. Okay. They're at 97.87. So just 98%.
that's not good.
Uh, so like the message that I wrote, I have them higher because they're higher in the standings. But my question is, how is this team 14-4-4? Like smoke and mirrors. That's what I wrote down in
So
my message.
who would you put here if not Chicago?
I have Vancouver here.
The one thing I'll say to defend Vancouver is their problem has been injuries. They've had a
Yep.
lot of injuries, and they've actually been playing better lately, as I just realized yesterday.
Yeah. They're 3 game winning streak. The the thing that Swayman has been extremely disappointed.
Yeah,
He's like an 88% save percentage.
yeah.
So that's not very good if for your starting goalie.
So who would you rather, if you were playing in the Stanley Cup Finals, the DCHL Finals, who would you rather be playing right now, Chicago or
Oh,
Vancouver?
Chicago. Not even close.
So then we're going Chicago
Okay.
based off of that. Sorry, Chicago, but
Oh, sorry. The 14-4-4 smoke and mirrors was not Chicago, it was another team. The their specialty teams is 113% combined. Sorry. I
I
looked
just
up
don't
my
think that's. I don't think that is.
but for your specialty teams will carry you if you like quite far. But still Chicago ahead of them. But I expect them to be better if the cord because the cord is out playing Gorgiev.
Yeah.
So if he starts playing the cord more often, I think he's going to do even better. So
Well, and we can revisit this
yeah,
in a few months, in a month or
yeah,
so, whatever.
absolutely.
Okay, 11,
I have Minnesota,
Minnesota. Actually, what I have as well.
and this is like this team is extremely puzzling to me. They're plus 13 in goal differentials. Their save
They have
percent.
blowouts. They've been just beating the snot on of bad teams, like 6-0, 5-0 games. Like I was looking at it, it's crazy.
The team goal save percentage is 91%, and they're combined 110% on special teams. So like
I,
they should be higher.
they
And I
should
think
be
by the
a
end of the
lot higher.
season they will be.
I hope so because it's crazy. Because I looked at their team today, going, okay, how are they so bad? And you look at it, they've beaten teams like 7-1, 6-1, and then they lose games 2-1, 1-0. Like they're losing close games and they're beating the snot on of lesser teams.
Yeah.
So I I have to think Jake's team will be better later
By
on.
the end of the
But
season, I think he's going to be in the top 8 for sure.
I I, I think so. Looking at the stats, I would put their future ahead of Winnipeg's, who we
Yes.
both agree have underperformed to this point.
Yep. I agree.
So okay, so 10. We
10, I
still
have
have
Nashville.
Vancouver. We still have Vancouver. We have
Okay.
Nashville. I have Nashville at 10, but I mean, I don't.
You have Nashville at 10. I would go with Nashville ahead of Vancouver.
Yeah. And it's my concern with them is they've just been like Bobrovsky has started every game so far.
Yeah. But the good thing is Stolar is a good sim player, and so he will be able to play and perform well. Well, he should. But what the Nashville owner needs to do, and I'm not sure if anybody's friends with Neil, but we need to show him how to set up his lines. So Neil, if
Well,
you're watching,
he knows how to set lines. Like
none
he's in another sim league with me.
the power play, shorthanded, everything is the way it's set up. It's like 1, 2, and 2, 1, 2, and 2 everywhere. If he set up his lines, he would be doing much better. And the fact that he hasn't changed his goalie once tells me that either he's not paying attention or he doesn't know how to do it. So
Yeah.
we need whoever's friends with him, please reach out to him because
Well, I'm the one who recommended him to the league, so maybe
okay,
I'll
so reach out to him, please.
uh, help this team in the West because
Yes, because
you sure wouldn't tell me to do that to a team in the East.
no, absolutely not.
Okay, so 9.
Not even Tampa Bay.
Not even Tampa. Oh, okay. Less likely Tampa Bay than anything.
So
Okay,
then I would put Vancouver here.
Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't think they
I
need.
can't. I can't disagree. Although I had them one spot higher, but I think they're just where they are because of injuries. I think injuries have been crushing
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, and uh, who is no, not him. So yeah, I think the stars are going to start to produce. They have to. That's where they're stars, and he needs some saves.
Yeah. Well,
So
Swayman has not been very
no,
good. Okay, 8.
eighth
Is this is what you said?
I have Colorado here.
Colorado?
Yeah,
How about Dallas?
Dallas I have at 7. So I am not
7 and 8.
opposed. Sorry.
No. I think it's just funny that we both have them because they were very close for me today too. And in
So
fact, I'll show without showing too much of my paperwork. I have scribbled out Dallas, cross written in Colorado, then scribbled out Colorado and wrote Dallas back in. So like it's that close. So
so
I can be talked into Colorado for sure.
the reason why I have Dallas ahead is because Marchand has been hurt, so
Okay.
and he's back now.
Oh, he's back.
Yes.
Okay. I will
So
say Hart has been better than I thought he would be in the sim
yes,
before the player goes away to jail for doing very horrible things.
yes. So he and pretty much Colorado, it's been Carter Hart
Yeah,
because
that's why I'm saying
they're
is
not scoring.
yeah,
So
he is
I
he
I
is
I
the
see
star.
like I see Minnesota and Vancouver being higher. I see Colorado being lower.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, and then we're just gonna both say Dallas here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just been goaltending is what I have for them.
Hmm.
I think their goaltending is. Did I say a problem or did I say it was good?
Sorry.
Let's check. I'm trying to remember if I made a note of their goaltending, so I'm trying to remember if it was bad goaltending or good
They're
goaltending.
struggling.
Oh yeah, 283 for Vanacek.
Yeah, 88% save percentage.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I don't want that. There we go. Okay. 6.
I have the Kings.
The Kings. I can get behind that. Linus Allmark has been very bad.
Yeah. Not just in the NHL with the Senators, but for the Kings also.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think he's been awful for the. He had the one game, was it Carolina or Philly? Philly. The game against Philly in the NHL where he was god awful. But I don't think he's been like he's had some really good games, but he
But
hasn't been consistent.
he's giving up one bad goal a game. Like um the second goal this on Saturday should not have been a goal. Like the shot went through him. It was like a wrist shot.
Yeah,
It went
I went
through
to
him.
bed at like 8 o'clock that night. I had to get up at 5, so
Yeah.
I didn't see the second period.
Shot went through him. Unacceptable.
Ugh. Okay, so after LA, San Jose,
I have the St. Louis Blues.
really?
That's the team I was talking about.
I have them as the second best team. I don't think I can go back them going here.
Okay. So as I was saying, they're only +4 in goal differential. Save percentage is 89%. Um, their special teams are 97, 98%. It's a one line team. And like it's 5 players.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time. Can we I can switch the Sharks in St. Louis, but not higher than that.
Okay, so if you were playing in the Stanley Cup final, who would
I don't want to play St. Louis.
you'd want to play St. Louis?
Yeah.
Uh,
The only reason I have them this high is because they're doing so well. This is the
okay,
team saying it's smoke and mirrors.
okay, you've convinced me.
And the Sharks, like you'd have to face Vasilevsky. I don't know about you, but
Oh no, it's Vasilevsky is the only reason San Jose is this high. Like
yeah.
I
And
would,
he's played every game again for the Sharks.
and what I would say about St. Louis was Austin Matthews and UPL have played very well. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
But he's just been average. Like he's playing above, but he's still below 900 save percentage. He's a
Oh,
890 save percentage.
well,
So,
I
but
believe I beat St. Louis in overtime. So we'll punish them for that loss to me by moving them to 5th.
the Sharks,
I can't put the Sharks ahead of
no,
Vegas,
no,
Utah.
no. I'd put the Sharks in. Oh well, St. Louis, San Jose. Um, if you want St. Louis at 4 and San Jose at 5, I'm good with it.
St. Louis at 5. Yeah, okay, let's go San Jose here.
So,
And
but
then we'll go St. Louis at 4.
so for San Jose, I don't know if you noticed, but Kaprizov has 9 points this year. 9 points in 21 games.
I didn't notice that.
In 23 games. No, yeah, 23 games. 9 points in 23 games for Kaprizov. That
Okay, 3. Vegas, we have Vegas, we have Utah, we have Calgary left. Who is the weakest of those 3 teams? Keep in mind, Kale McCarr is out for a month, I think, right now.
yeah, week to week.
Yeah.
So Utah.
You want Utah at 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And the reason for me is their top 10 scorers, six of them are defensemen. So the forwards are not scoring.
Okay.
So
When I was looking at it today, the stat that blew me away was David Riddich's goals against average in like 6 games or 5 games. It's like 0.72.
yeah,
I get you're
96.
playing your backup usually against the scrubs of the league, but still, those are damn good numbers. So
Yeah.
okay, and Vegas at 2.
Yes, I have Vegas at 2. And Utah just acquired Cole Caulfield. So that
Oh,
they will be better.
yes, that was a couple weeks ago or whatever. But okay, so that leaves Calgary
Yeah. So,
number
but
one.
yes. But again, the issue with Calgary, same issue that San Jose and Nashville has had. Calgary's started as Elevia for 19 of the first 21 games. That means for 15 of the last 61 games, so that's a quarter of your games, your backup's going to be playing.
Yeah, there's definitely there was another team as well that hasn't made a switch. A second one that I looked at
Was
that
Na
hadn't
I
made it
saw
is Nashville
Nashville,
for sure, and somebody else,
San Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah,
Like that's just not that's just not good. You're gonna you gotta throw those guys in against your Seattles and your yeah. I lost the game against Toronto in a shootout because I started my backup, but
yeah,
you got to get those starts in on the weaker teams, man. I think so. I think you have.
yeah, absolutely. Unless you're your team like Florida and you're playing the Calgary Flames. Okay, my chances of winning are not very good, so I'm going to put my backup in
Yeah, yep.
soon. That I save
Uh,
my starter for games I have a better chance of winning.
so there you go. Our first ever reverse power rankings. That wasn't so bad.
No, I think we're pretty close on some of the stuff, and um, I, I we have surprises. I didn't
Well, I
expect.
am surprised. I was surprised, to be honest, that you had St. Louis so low when I think they have the second best record in all of the DCHL.
They are, but I think it's smoke and mirrors.
No? I guess we'll see.
Yes.
But yeah, Austin Matthews, I don't know, like that. He's carrying that team. He's
Yeah.
carrying that team.
It's a one line team.
Yeah.
Two
Well, 12
defensemen.
goals, I think.
Yeah. So
Well, what do I know? I mean, my team is losing to your lowly little piss ants. Like I can't even. I can't. Like I have no answer to this. I
I
have
don't
no
either.
answer.
I told you before multiple times. If I start to make trades to try to win, I'm going to start
That's
to go down the tank.
okay. There we go. My camera's just slipping. Okay.
Um,
So yeah. Any comments about my trade for Freddie Anderson, who was formerly of your franchise?
yes. I think it was a good price for you to pay. You gave up your first round pick, but you got another first round pick, so you're banking on you're trading back. So the way I look at it is you're trading back approximately 10 to 12 spots.
And for the record, it was me that suggested the clause that if my pick ends up being better than Buffalo's, that I should probably give a second round pick.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't believe my pick will be better than Buffalo, or
No.
that
I
Buffalo will that my I'll do better than Buffalo in the season. I don't
yeah.
believe that. So, but I mean, weirder shit has happened. And
Yes.
I would
Like
actually feel badly if I got Freddie Anderson and a better first round pick.
Yeah, but I
Although
think you,
I'll get a second for a second round pick. I'll get Freddie Anderson and a better first round pick. So, but at
yeah,
least I'm mitigating some of that.
but you've traded down. Um, so I think you traded down approximately 10 picks.
And I figured 10 to 15 somewhere in there,
Yeah. So
give
I
or take.
think it's like for you, that's the price you're willing to pay. And
And I don't think there was a market. Like I don't think there was anyone really interested in Freddie Anderson, especially with his injury situation right now.
yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? This could be our shortest episode on record.
Um, oh, just that Josh posted the the money for the first
Tampa Bay and Montreal in the big money for the second tier, like the second segment of the
yeah,
damn, good job, boys. Good job. I mean,
see
credit
the
to you. Like,
yeah, the the Atlantic is moving up.
well, and this has to hurt Carolina getting into the bottom tier. Like that's a top tier team that's not going to be making much money in the second leg of the season.
So he's gonna have to start winning games.
Yeah, or
Because
he's in a lot of. I don't know what his cast situation is like, but it hurts, man. It hurts.
and his power rank in the if in our power ranking next week, if Carolina's in the bottom five in the East, that's gonna hurt even more.
I was so happy you suggested we do the West first because there, I just couldn't even like my team's going to drop probably just from my schedule next week too, but like it's freaking nuts in the East, man. It is freaking nuts in the East. Okay, Washington, Toronto, and then where? And then where do we go?
I don't know.
We can't even put you in the bottom. Like you're the bottom right now. Like, do
See,
we
and
put your team ahead of mine? Like,
I I would put Washington, Toronto, Detroit, then me.
yeah, but like, okay, I don't believe your team will finish ahead of me by the end of at the end of the
No,
season. I don't believe that. But I mean, you have a better record than I do right now, and you're beating teams. Like, you're not beating shit teams.
no, 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 no. I'm like, okay, how am I winning these games?
I gave Josh shit because he seems to lose to all the Eastern or the Atlantic teams.
So
I think you beat Philly, right? Did you beat
no, I
Philly?
didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that
I
must be
did.
one of the few teams that Josh has beaten in the Atlantic. Me and you.
No, I don't remember beating Philly. I beat Colorado, Chicago, Winnipeg twice in back-to-back games.
You beat Winnipeg
Um,
twice.
yeah, I played New Jersey twice in a row.
Yeah.
I did beat Philly. Yeah, I played New Jersey 2 games in a row, and I lost both. And I played Winnipeg 2 games in a row, and I won both.
Wow.
And they were like, if this is the NHL schedule, that doesn't make any sense to me because Florida Winnipeg is not close.
I don't understand. The NHL sometimes does some weird shit.
And it was only 3 days difference between the two of them. So that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense to me. But yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised that I've won so many games that I've won.
so stay tuned next week when we hash out. We will try to. We did try to have a Western Conference GM with us tonight to do this. I won't mention any names, but unfortunately, scheduling would not allow it, or putting children to bed wouldn't allow it. That might narrow down the who it was. But yeah, and hopefully next week we'll have an Eastern Conference GM with us to do this, or we
Yeah.
can just do what we did. That was fine too. So
Either way,
if there's anything else, we can call it with a short episode.
sounds good. Have a good night, everyone.
Okay.